Nneka Ogwumike is one of the best front court players in the league and has been for quite some time. How were you able to find some success against her?
She made me work. That's all I can say. Nneka makes you work hard for everything. Every point, every rebound, every offensive play. I'm exhausted. Okay? That was one of the toughest games I've ever played in my career.
I can see you're physically spent. What's the hardest thing about playing against her?
Oof. Rebounding. She's so good at tracking the ball, but also just being physical under the boards. It's just like a full-on wrestling match with that girl. Really. It made me think I gotta get back in the gym. A little bit. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go take a nap.
I get it. Thank you.
I'm serious.
Hello and welcome to our coverage of the WNBA on 2K Sports.
In this game, we'll see the Las Vegas Aces against the Los Angeles Sparks.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Blake Suniga here with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz. And who doesn't love a good rivalry, guys? Especially between two teams in the same conference.
I know I do, because it always makes these kinds of games much more interesting.
I wouldn't be surprised if things got a little chippy tonight. I mean, I can't wait for this one.
And it's the Aces to start out.
Up top, Swish.
She's guarded by Plum. George can't hit. And here are the Sparks now.
Pass to Burrell.
Plum. Now Hamby.
Here's Burrell.
And they call an illegal screen here.
The idea of setting a screen on that play, it was the good idea, the right idea, but the execution was not.
Yeah, you really want to set a hard screen, but you also want to make sure it's a legal one.
And in 2023, the Sparks went 17-23 and missed the playoffs by just one win.
They were firmly in before they lost 5 of their last 7 games. So I think a stronger finish to the year is a point of emphasis for this staff.
Three-pointer, Kelsey Plum. Rebounded by Jewel Lloyd. Swish with it. They get the rebound. A nice shot by Wilson.
Well, a focal point of Wilson's game is crashing the... glass, and she really just refuses to quit on any play.
Now here's Plum. Carter misses.
You know, typically she has the touch to finish when she's in that tight. Not sure what happened there.
Pass to George. Three-pointer. Sinks the triple.
She found the perfect spot behind the arc there. A big gap in the D.
Outside Plum. They waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Well, if you hit a 3 on Plum's team, you just know Kelsey wants to respond in kind.
Here's Las Vegas. Now about 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Plum.
Pass to Burrell.
The 3 ball. It's hauled in by the Aces.
They're 1 for 4. Looking to get it going here.
Out of bounds, it'll be the Sparks ball.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Gray to the left side wing. Here's George. Oh, and she misses the go-ahead basket.
Pass to Cannon.
Puts up a three. Good on the triple.
Well, she's just going to keep burying those. If that's how the D is going to play her, they've got to be better, got to be closer in.
Now here's Swish.
Tipped away. Now here's Lloyd. Chelsea Gray for three. Nails from three-point land.
This is who Gray is. A terrific shooter who seeks payback when you drain one on her squad.
And when you think of the ideal floor general, Chelsea Gray might be the first person that comes to mind.
Well, just look at what she's accomplished. Multiple WNBA titles, a Finals MVP award. It's hard to find a more seasoned veteran leader at this point.
Now the Aces with it.
And here's George.
That one's good. Maybe that'll get her going after a 2-for-6 start.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Pass to Aleman. Back to Sims.
Outside Plum. Good on the three-point shot.
One of the best skills Plum has, her release. It's so fast, especially off the feed.
Now here's Swish. She's guarded by Aleman.
The shot was there for her. She had to take it. And I don't care if she didn't convert. She should take it again next time.
And count the basket. She was fouled, and she's going to the line for one more. So both teams changing it up here.
And the start of a new WNBA season is something we all look forward to, guys.
Yeah, even though we're in the beginning stages of this new season, I really like what I'm seeing so far from some of these teams.
Yeah, the interesting thing is, it's a marathon, not a sprint. It'll be interesting to see if the teams that have gotten off to hot starts, can they maintain that? That's the kind of D that's needed when she's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over her.
Here's George on the mark with the 15-footer. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Knocked away.
2 minutes.
They get it again.
A nice shot by Wilson.
This has been a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring from the paint.
Really, that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to drop shots in.
The Aces making a switch.
Timeout called the Sparks.
The Sparks trailing. Outside Stevens. Pass to Burrell. Takes the three. A rebound by Gray.
They got lucky. And the defense is taking a big chance, leaving her open behind the arc. And I'm not sure I'm okay with that game plan.
Hamby misses. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter play. Here's Wilson. And she lays it straight in.
Not a great start for her in the first, but she's quickly turning that around.
Here's Sims. She hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
A disciplined player with a consistent offensive attack. Sims alters the game in so many different ways.
Now here's Swish.
She's got 9. It doesn't go for her.
If only she can improve on what's been a shaky day for her, they could really stretch this lead out, don't you think?
Here's Sims.
Gustafson with the rebound. The Aces with the lead. Up top, Swish. She's covered by Sims.
George can't hit.
She kind of short-armed that shot after doing a nice job of getting open.
Pass to Sims. And here's Burrell. She's guarded by Wilson. From deep. Here's Hamby. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
With a rare combination of 6'3" height and fluid movements, Hamby can move with ease. Tough cover on the pick and roll.
George. And she uses the glass on the layup.
She's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting that ball to the rim.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going on here. Aces ahead, leading by 5. We'll take a quick break and then get back to the action. Welcome back. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. And without question, Swish displaying her skill set today.
You know, it didn't take long to see what type of game she was going to have today. She came out very aggressively and had a terrific first half.
And if you look at her shot chart, it looks like the ink spilled right at the rim. There is no reason for her to settle for anything less.
With the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
That's some old school defense, just telling them no easy layups, as simple as that, and I like to see it.
That's her first trip to the line. The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's George. Shoots over Plum. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Here's Plum. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Burrell. That kick out to Carter. Stevens to the inside. Goes back up. Here's Hamby. Just 5 to shoot. Doesn't get it to drop for her. Nice defense from Asia Wilson.
And in 2023, Asia Wilson won her second straight Defensive Player of the Year.
I mean, with all that she does, you almost take Wilson's D for granted at this point. She's got those 2 MVPs, the 2 championships. But Asia led the WNBA in defensive rating in 2023. I mean, Wilson is a player who controls the paint on both ends.
Now here's Plum. Tight defense on her. Pass to Hamby. Back to Plum. Fires the 3.
And that comes off the assist by De'Erica Hamby.
And quite simply, Plum has it all as an offensive guard. Shooting, driving, dribbling. You can pour it in nights like tonight when she's on.
George can't hit. Hamby with the ball. And it's Wilson picking her up. Here's Carter. Banked in off the glass.
What body control from Carter there, showing the fearlessness when she goes at the defense and finishes.
Now a timeout called by Las Vegas. And here are the Aces now. It's a 3-point game. Hamby outside. Pass to Plum. Down low. Here's Stevens. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2.
Yeah, I love seeing bigs like Stevens that shoot well from the free throw line. And to me, it's really just a testament to their quest for perfection. They want to have all parts of their game be efficient.
Now here's Swish. She's guarded by Plum. 2 points. That one goes in.
They're finding lanes to the hoop every time down. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Or at least some fight.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Can they make some sort of defensive adjustment? Because guess what? She is killing them from three-point range.
And even when they have closed out on her, she's still knocking them down. I mean, this is just an unbelievable performance we're seeing right now.
The Sparks trailing. Hamby, she's guarded by Wilson.
2 minutes.
Erica Hamby on the wing. She has 5. See one from outside. That one, no good. Swish with it. Hamby covering. Here's George. Rebound by the Sparks. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone now. Now here is Sims. D right on her. Outside Plum. 6 on the shot clock. Over Lloyd. And the basket by Plum.
There's the sweet lefty stroke of Kelsey Plum, looking like art from the mid-range.
Now George. 20 points for her. Poked away. And that's out of bounds. Las Vegas Warriors in possession.
Substitution on the court.
The Aces leading. And Plum gets the whistle that time.
Kelsey Plum.
That'll be her second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Out to the right wing from 18 feet away. And the jumper is good.
Love seeing that kind of unselfish attitude. Jackie Young makes so many winning plays.
Passed on them on. And Swish gets the whistle that time. That'll be her second foul of the game.
Team foul.
And the Sparks with possession here. Trailing by 4. Brink with the ball. Here's Sims. Blocked. All by herself. Here's George. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dana Evans.
Seems like they found their offense at halftime, made some adjustments, because they've shot much better since the break.
Maybe it was changing baskets, or maybe the coach just kind of really riled them up in the halftime locker room speech. But guys, they have looked a lot better offensively.
Plum can't hit.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
She's not exactly killing them from deep. I mean, she had 1 3 ball in the first half, yes, but still none here in the second.
Intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And the Aces with possession. They lead by 4. Here's George. Softly drops in the floater. Sims with it. Timeout called the Sparks.
They'd seen enough scoring in the paint and wanted to send a message to their team. Lock things up inside.
Yeah, you're right, Tim. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all those points coming against them in the paint.
And maybe it's more help. It's the front of player. They've got to try something.
So both teams making some changes here. And here's Burrell. Pass to Carter. Outside Plum. That's in, coming off an assist from Kennedy Carter.
And you can see her confidence rising bucket after bucket from long range.
Here's George. Basket good.
I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
That might make the defense even worse, but that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed from right around the rim.
Outside Stevens. Back to Plum. Hamby. Pass to Stevens. Carter, covered by Lloyd. 5 on the clock. Plum from outside. Las Vegas grabs the miss. Now here's Swish. And they pick up 2.
It's a one-man show out there, guys. Looks like she's willing to handle all the offensive duties for them.
Outside Plum. Pass to Hamby.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Asia Wilson with some nice D. Here's George. She's guarded by Plum. And here's Hamby. Back to Plum. Over Lloyd. Attached short, but it's good off the front iron.
What a big shot by Plum, a WNBA champion. Chelsea, very comfortable in these moments.
Here's George. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, that was a very high-quality shot they created.
Stolen by Swish. Pushing it up. Outside Young. Up top, Swish. Goes up on the stripe. It's hauled in by Burrell. Not a lot of time to get this one back under control.
Yeah, they have to do work and do work quickly.
Back to Stevens. Outside Carter. That shot off the mark. Nice D from Jewel Lloyd. Pass to George. Azare Stevens with some nice D.
Well, this game's finally gotten away from them.
It has. There's not really anything they can do.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and game clock. Young shot's good.
In transition, Young has fantastic finishing ability. A nose for the bucket, looks to run.
Burrell, guarded by Young. Misses the 3, and she used the pump fake well there, but, couldn't capitalize. Here's George, and she converts the layup. And Swish gets the whistle that time. That's her 3rd foul of the game.
2nd team foul. Substitution on the court.
So it's the Aces winning this one easily. A solid win on the road for them, and this building was dead silent by the time this one wound down.
That's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them a chance to lift their team up at the finish.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.